What's good, YouTube? It's your man, Turn Me Up, Tony, back here with another reaction video today. So, I am very pleased to come through with another video on this wonderful Wednesday evening. I'm turned. The name is self-explanatory for itself. It speaks for itself. Turn Me Up, Tony, and we are turned on this Wednesday. So, today's topic, we got something a little spicy. Content creators are sacrificing their dignity for fame. Ooh. I don't know, this one might have a little shenanigans going on. You know, y'all see the trials and y'all see what's going on in the public with some of these celebrities. So I don't know. I hope nothing's going on with these content creators, but you never know in today's world. You know, people will sell out in a quick minute for some money. But we about to get into it. Without further ado, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it.
In 2025, the cost of fame is sky high. No longer can we go about playing a video game and turning a face cam on and just letting chat rock with you or doing simple reactions carry you to the top. Now you literally have to grind. Stream 30, 40, 50 hours a day, post clips, get on YouTube, post videos there, engage on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all these different social media platforms. It's harder than ever to become famous on social media. Now, with that being said, there's a growing trend of content creators who are willing to do any and everything. And
that's facts though. Everybody is like, especially in the streaming world, I know streaming is like one of the hardest things that you can do in today's world. Everybody wants to be a streamer. They said streaming is like the new SoundCloud rap. Remember in 2016 when everybody wanted to be a SoundCloud rapper? That's like how it is now with streaming in 2025. So it's really hard to break into that industry. Even something like YouTube, it's everything's becoming oversaturated. Even though there's saturation in every field and every endeavor, whatever the case may be, it seems like with the streaming, it's like 50 hours. Streaming for 50 hours is crazy. That's crazy. Like you literally have to have like no life to literally try to break through on the internet scene. It's crazy.
Order to get into that spotlight, even if it comes out the cost of their own personal sanity.
You more chopper than me, you big back, ugly, stupid. That's the nose. Who chop? You're known for being the most chopped on TikTok. Who on my
That's crazy. You look like my cousin.
What up? Yeah, all right.
And there might be some truth to what that kid is saying. If you go on TikTok and look it up, Dabo is literally known for being the most chopped person on the internet. But how the hell did we get here? And why is he and other content creators okay with being humiliated? Shouts out to content creator FVCKDH. I want to be able to spell your name and not say it and have it ultimately bleep. But shouts out to him for the inspiration for this video. His analysis on Dabo being the most chopped person in the humiliation content game right now was very spot on. But I saw it and
that's kind of crazy. Like, trying to make fun of somebody, I get it. Like, everybody horses around, everybody likes to have fun and cut each other up, but like literally being the butt of every jokes for internet famous is crazy. I don't know how people try to make like an ass out of themselves just for some clicks and views. I don't get it, but
this is much bigger than just Dabo. This is a whole lane now. See, with the uptick in parasocial culture due to how much content we are putting out, there's been a desire for audience members to see content creators not only succeed, but also to fail. It's like watching a train wreck. You kind of can't turn away. Now, these content creators know that, so obviously their successes are going to be, plastered all over mainstream, but so will their failures. And sometimes they'll even calculate those failures to in order to get some clicks and some likes. Now, there are people like this that have always existed.
Clip farming is like the new thing where people just try to do like an exotic moment and then they just try to plaster it all over TikTok, YouTube, and it just be crazy. Like it's nothing authentic now. Everybody's just trying to have some crazy moment just for it to go viral instead of just posting authenticity. This is the world we live in. We live in a world where everything is routed off of likes and views. But I feel like you got to get back to having fun. Like, damn it, I don't care if my channel blows up or not. I don't care. I'm just willing to rock with people who's willing to rock with me. And I'm appreciative of that. I'm not finna go out here making an ass out of myself and then trying to look for a viral moment No, I'm gonna speak the truth. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna say how the things I feel. I'm gonna speak my mind, and I'm gonna be me. That's it. I'm not gonna be all extra, and I don't got time for all that.
On the internet, they have some sort of kink when it comes to being put down on the internet. Think like Wings of Redemption back in the day for you old heads, or Boogie, or a recent person who came back on people's timelines who literally is crashing out on a daily basis. But now it's kind of being reworked into this new era of streamers and content creators, especially with clip farming getting out of control. They are finding a way to intentionally find ways to embarrass themselves as a part of the content.
Have you ever had a thumb up your ass? Nigga, why is you laughing? Nigga, what?
It was my own. So it's not weird. It's not weird. It was my own.
The thing is, I don't think clip farming is a new thing. I feel like it's always been something in content creation, in the world of content creation. It's just now they come up with a formula. They come up with a name for it. It's always been a thing. People have always done things for, you know, shock value. But nowadays, people are just trying to normalize it as if it's like something that they're starting to do now so they can just get the next viral moment, but they just call it clip farming when that's always been the thing. So it's crazy.
My own thumb, so it's not weird. It was my own thumb, so it's not weird. I, for like a portion of time, found this method where I would fake kiss the wall and then I would grip on my own ass.
Hey, yo.
Sorry for interrupting you.
I don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to say. Even my son just came in right before. Good thing he didn't even hear that. It's okay, buddy. He said he used to kiss a wall and used to stick his finger up your butt. Bro, do you know? Bro, are you serious? And the thing is, I believe it. I know he's doing it for views, but I believe it. The sincerity in his voice when he said that looked like he used to palm that booty and used to smell all of them dookie follicles while he did it and thought it was normal. That ain't normal. Why would you go on the internet in front of 6,000 people stating some crazy shit like that? And you got this man's right here. Look, he's baked. He is fried. You need to put down the gelato. You need to put down the cookie. You need to put down the edibles. Whatever it is you toting on, please throw it out the window. Get sober. Get some help. Seek the Lord. Both of you, because this is outrageous. Y'all find this type of concept funny? I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny to sit there as a grown-ass man talking about how you used to palm your booty and just stick your thumb in it for pleasure, for your own amusement. That is not funny. That's nasty.
While I was beating my shit, trying to imagine it being a girl gripping on my own ass. I remember I'd smack my shit.
Now, I understand that authenticity is reigning supreme in content creation these days. Like, people want your genuine and true self. But for the love of God, Batman couldn't get that information out of me, and I'm so dead serious. And then Lacey proceeded to continue on after Silky gave him only one question. He didn't have to go into further detail, but because the clip was so much more valuable than anything else, I mean, naturally, why not continue to stir the pot? Now, notice how the content streamed by the creators, literally streamed by these content creators,
you're already sharing something else.
The creators as the content themselves, but also fishes for it, intentionally poking and prodding for information or a deeper story, or hell, even an opportunity for them to embarrass themselves. Now, what do people even gain from something like this?
Away from me, bro. You run away from me.
Would you like to be my Valentine?
You are a loser, bro. A fat loser.
For one, I do think that it deepens the...
What is fun? Ha ha he he. That's funny. This is what we find, and this is what we want to be presenting to the youth. To act belligerent, to act obnoxious. I get it. If you're in high school, you're a kid, you're in middle school, you like to prance around, you like to do pranks and do all these things and act all wild out. We get it. Wiz Khalifa, young, wild, and free. But as a grown man, it's kind of crazy. Put no damn likes and views. I don't care who it is.
parasocial bond, whether it be up the journey or down the journey, the good, the bad, the left, the right, all of that stuff. Because I know this embarrassing story about you, I feel like I know about you. 2, it creates more content, literally furthering jokes continuously for until the end of time, really, until the joke is run out. Now we always have something to fall back on, even if it is just at the expense of me, it doesn't even matter. And 3, I'm not gonna lie, I think they get off on it. I don't know. At some point, enough would be enough to me. Now, speaking of running a joke into the ground, Dabo is literally one of the best examples of this. I swear every time I see him, or what he's known for a casual audience, is making music sometimes, occasionally, and that's probably secondary, but most importantly, being in an abusive relationship with his girlfriend. The reason why I put quotes around the abuse, because some people are gonna start to call me out after I show clips of him physically getting hit, is because at this point, I am to believe that Dabo genuinely enjoys this, because there's a clip that can come out after this. It started off harmless with like the whole, she won't kiss you, you know, she's a bitch situation, like she doesn't really love you, streamers are getting used for their money.
Give me a kiss. Yeah. No, you just... With them loud ass fucking kisses, dude.
She didn't want to kiss my man. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta jump her. You gotta drop her off in the Pacific Ocean. After that, like, you going on live and you doing all that just to get dubbed by a shorty that you talking to, and you think that's cool just to get, bro, that is wild. That is wild. I get it. It's all for fun and games. I get it. It's for the sake of the bag. But please, have some dignity. Have some class. Have some respect. Have some morals. There's no way in hell I'm bro, they ain't no, yo, word to my big toe, I'm not going on there doing that, bro. I don't care how good the money looks. I don't care. That is crazy.
No, on the lips. On the lips.
Or if I kiss you on the cheek.
No, on the lips.
I kiss you on the cheek. I kiss you on the cheek.
But then that turned into some whole saga
That's
of
bad.
unemployed
That's
news
bad.
of where Dabo got cheated on by his girlfriend, and then he ended up buying her a Christmas gift. She didn't get him anything like that. Then she starts slapping and manhandling him while he's streaming.
You better get comfy, boo, because you're not leaving nowhere.
Bro, you know, I've been told you I'm on IG Live. You keep doing this.
I don't give a fuck. I've been told you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you're on the phone with. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. This is not embarrassing to me because I'm gonna fight for you.
Start smiling.
This is so cute.
Yeah, show chat.
Oh my god. Y'all, look at that.
Damn.
What the fuck did you just say? No, get up. Get close. Get fucking close.
What you mean you gonna get you with somebody? What the fuck you mean?
Step into Wix Studio,
Okay,
the
Wix.
web platform
Okay,
for agencies and
Okay, so
enterprises.
first of all, I could just tell like that's not real. They're definitely staging that. So I don't know how y'all even buying that. She's one of the worst actors I've ever heard. Like, that whole scenario was definitely fake. There's no way in hell that's, nigga, my 8-year-old son can act better than that. That is crazy. Did you not hear, bro? That nigga, I just felt like I just watched a damn Tubi movie just now. And y'all think this is real?
The fuck? Snow bunny? You want a snow bunny? This is what I come for? A snow bunny? With your dumb ass. You dumb as fuck.
Now, I know what everybody is thinking, and they want to get on their grandstand about women abusing men, Dabo's being taken advantage of, etc., etc. But I'm here to tell you that I don't believe that. Literally, he has been pressed by all his friends, you know, asking him why he allows this stuff to happen. Hell, he sat down with Plaqueboy Max, and Plaqueboy Max tried to give him some sort of advice about the whole situation, why he should not be with her, because this is not some sort of normal thing that happens in relationships.
It's not cool. If she's smacking you, you shouldn't be with her. Why is she smacking you? Because you're going outside? You need to. No, I feel she's just crazy.
You
like,
feel fake,
honestly,
bro.
That's the best way to put it. She's crazy. You just gotta figure that shit out on your own. Do you need me to call the cops? No, I'm good.
He said, "Do you need me to
but
call the
honestly,
cops?"
though, chat, if there is somebody abused, call help, man. Don't get abused.
But that's why I don't take it serious, because as we can see, all of this is being handled online because it is the clip, it is the content. Dabo is inviting the humiliation to come to him. He's inviting all of the chopped allegations. He's inviting all of the people that come up to him in public and harass him. He's inviting the abuse that's happening to him on stream because he thinks that this is some sort of content. He believes as if the only way for him to get people to watch him, to enjoy him, to have the clip circulate is if he's getting embarrassed by his girlfriend or by anybody else. And while that may be true, while it does produce views, what is the long-term goal of this?
Your fans are gonna, I mean, people like toxicity, you know, that's the reason why Love and Hip Hops and all these shows are around, and they've been around for decades. But people love drama. People love seeing, you know, niggas get beat up on camera, like, for their amusement. That's just the world we live in. People, you know, it's a long day of work. You had a long day of work, you had a long day of school, you want to come home and watch another man get beat on by his woman. That is very interesting. But I think honestly it's shock value culture. That's something that's been plaguing society since the internet even came out, bro. People want to be seen. People want likes, views. They want to garner all the attention, and that's the sad reality of it. The fact that you stoop to that level just for some damn likes and some views, it's not worth it, my guy. It's really not. There's a lot of things that you can offer to this world instead of just being humiliated for somebody else's pleasure, just for a bag. Like, that's crazy, bro. Because you're gonna get older and you're gonna look at this, you're gonna be like, damn, bro, I regret that. You know? It's crazy.
The butt of the joke can't be something that carries you throughout your content creation career. I think Dabo's like a young man, so he kind of gets a pass now, but he shouldn't allow this foundation to be set. If anything, these things should happen as a blip in time of some accidental slip up. And then you can go on and proceed to make profit of it, but basically shed that narrative as you get older. Agent did something like that with this whole weight loss situation, you know, compromising the bed and all that stuff that happened then.
Fasted cardio, Agent, works like a charm. Got me down almost 100 pounds. And that's coming from his username is Fat Boy. Believe it or not, if you eat like ass for a whole year, you can't lose that shit in a day. So it's gonna take some time. The homie Agent hits the gym in 2K more than in real life. That boy, come on in.
Damn.
Oh my God. Now, instead of taking moments like those moments where he got called out in his 2K comments, or the moment where he broke the bed and the whole bed is compromised meme, and just wallow in it and continue to perpetuate the joke, Agent then flipped that into some content where he lost weight, you know, documented it, encouraged other people to do the same.
You know I'm down 54 pounds? I was a Goliath. Like, I know I'm probably really fat now. Well, not probably, like really. Wow, I was just like a blob.
Yep.
You know I couldn't run?
Yeah.
That's wild that I couldn't even run.
Still can't, no.
I could run now.
No.
I think that that's a positive way to turn something that may be potentially humiliating into something positive. The worst thing to do is wallow.
Congrats to Agent.
You wallow in it, embrace it, you know, sit there and just take it on the chin like a lot of other people do. Then ultimately it becomes your identity and you cannot move past it. I'm thinking about those content creators that have disabilities or birth defects that then become the content and then are made fun of because they basically have birth defects.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
How you doing? What you laughing at?
Hey. OMG, where's your neck?
Hey, you come
Damn.
Why you doing me like?
Y'all had me feeling this. Y'all should have had me feeling that.
No.
Damn. Oh my goodness.
Wrong shit.
What you mean?
I got that drum. You talking about nigga?
Yeah, his
You don't see that shit?
Come on.
Was that Molly in the back? Shouts out to Molly, man.
I think with him though, I feel like he probably, his self-awareness about that situation is happened his whole life. So he's probably used to it where he's just confident in his own skin. I think some people just, they get to a point where they just be like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, this is who I am. So I might as well just love who I am. But I mean, if he wanted, hey, if that's what you want to do for content, I mean, if you were to try to do something in life, they're automatically going to bring that attention to that anyway. So it's like, hey, you might as well get a bag from it, I guess.
I'm gonna
Bamboo HR.
Damn, make your money.
Signing up for benefits extremely easy.
It's made payroll extremely easy. They can go.
Try to say this is the most politically correct as I
Damn,
can, but there's always been circuses that have always held what people have called freak shows back in the day. But I think that now it is dastardly to be publicizing these things because back then people were wrong. Hell, during the 30s, the 20s, the 10s, when P.T. Barnum and Bailey or whoever else was running around hosting these circuses with these freak shows, was doing it based out of like racism, sexism, or whatever the case may be. They literally had black people, Africans, African Americans, people with disabilities from all different sorts displayed on public, and this is no different than then. And I think a lot of people today would say that that stuff was wrong and is wrong, but I try to ask, how is this any different? There's a dangerous line when different creators bring people like Jake Future on their stream of, laughing with him and laughing at him. And there are some people that take it way too far. All of it is based out of humiliation, and all of it is just, making content at the expense of some of these content creators. Now, these people do have autonomy and they can do what they want to do on their own accord. But again, I ask, what is the long run for a lot of them?
I'm be honest, bro. Everybody think I'm getting paid just good of tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, no, bro. I'm not getting paid $50,000. I'm not getting paid $20,000, bro. I don't understand on like how my YouTube channel game. Everybody else YouTube video I'm in gets views more than me, and I'm like, bro, I'm confused. Why? I'm just pouring my heart to y'all, bro. I don't care no more, bro.
That was No Neck Jay going on a long video about his current status in life, TikTok being banned, getting stuff back, views going up, views going down, him being very open and transparent about the money he's making and the views that he's getting on these different social media platforms. And it is not lining up with his lifestyle and growth and success. And I have an idea as to why that's happening. It's because the joke is running out. He says he doesn't understand how he can go on other people's platforms and they get views and they make money versus when he does a video and he, gets some views and makes some money.
Because gimmicks come and go. I feel like when you try to do everything based off of a gimmick, eventually people are going to wear it down until the next gimmick come out. So I feel like the people who even last long, whether if it's in like content, music, whatever the case it is, there's a level of connection. There's a level of relatability. It's a level of like being in tune with a person because of their authenticity. Not saying that he's not authentic, but it seems like, I don't know. I never went on his channel. I never seen his videos, but maybe his videos is just based off of him, doing pranks or having something that's based off of the fact of his neck. But at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta come with something different. Whoa, pause, wait, yo. I gotta pause on that. Pause. But you gotta come with something different. So I don't know, man.
It just doesn't add up the numbers. And that's because what I believe is that he is the butt of the joke in a lot of these other people's videos who have already established fan bases and personalities. Now, not saying that he can't break and shake that moniker, but when you establish the humiliation content, this is what happens. You go down this rabbit hole of constantly being the butt of the joke and nobody realizing who you really are, care for you truly, whether it be your words, your opinions, your views, your lifestyle, or whatever you have to bring to the table. Because if it's not a laugh, then it's not important. You're just a gesture at this point. And that's no disrespect to him. I think that a lot of his content creation career would, mirror exactly what I'm saying. So yeah, naturally on somebody else's channel, when you are brought on like Deshae's, they're gonna get views because it's Deshae doing something funny. But these people aren't thinking to follow you to your platform because you're just the laugh of the moment. And when that moment's gone, they're just looking for the next laugh. And it might not come from you. They don't really care. It's gonna be presented by Deshae, and that's the only thing that they really care about. And more importantly, I think that he's realizing that he and other humiliation content creators cannot grow up like this. It's cool to get picked on or, be the butt of the joke some of the time. Yeah, I think that's a trait of a good person, somebody who can be the butt of the joke. But to always the butt of the joke is not good. And especially when you become from 16 to 20.
Listen, I felt that in high school. I won't say high school. I'll say before that, like middle school, elementary school, I was always the butt of the joke. I was bullied. I have friends who always just used to clown me, And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little musty nigga. Like I used to stink. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, when you young and you reaching into that preteen years and you know, you start musting up. Like my grandmother used to come in the room and say it smelled like bologna. I didn't know what to do. I took showers, I did everything, but it was just, that's just who I was. You know, niggas know me for Tony, the one who played video games and smelled like bologna. I used to get cut up by my grandmother, my grandfather said I had girl legs, you know, so it is what it is. You know, I have friends who constantly bullied me, who made fun of me, whatever, friends, but it's definitely not a path that is sustainable, you know, especially as you get older. You know, you got the whole world looking at you like that. You got the whole world looking at you like, okay, you're a gimmick, you're a joke. We gonna cut on you. We gonna make jokes about you, and that could be demoralizing, bro. That can make you be feeling some type of way. When you go home, you go to sleep at night, that can make you be like, damn, bro, what do I have to offer? Why these people just keep thinking I'm a joke? And they ain't gonna never take me serious. And it definitely is something that you really don't want to deal with. So I don't care how good the bag is, bro. Don't give away your dignity.
20 to 23 to 23 to 28 to getting into your 30s to getting into your 40s, as you become a man with kids or a woman with kids, family, life, other responsibilities, you don't always want to be known as that humiliation person, the people that people can make fun of going out into the streets. At some point, it's going to weigh on you mentally. And also, you're not going to get the outcome that you want in this whole content creation sphere. At the end of the day, all these people have the opportunity to change their whole persona and personality around. Now, will it mean that they get to hang around the biggest creators? No, but I have seen content creators in real time set real boundaries as to who they are and what they will be represented as. Neon has totally flipped his career in recent times because he has put a stand and said, hey, I'm not going to be a part of that humiliation content. I'm going to do something and make a name for myself. I've seen Fousey in recent times stop doing the crash outs and change his whole personality. It's something that we've got to talk about very.
All right, well, that looked like this wraps up today's segment. I mean, let me know what y'all think. I mean, I definitely do agree, like in this content creator space, in any type of space where there's money involved, when there's attention involved, people can definitely drag it to its lowest level of ignorance. So I definitely do agree with that. You know, content creators are sacrificing their dignity for fame, and it's a shame. You know, I get it. That's what pays the bills, that you stoop to that level and do that. Hey, make your money. That's on you. But you always got to ask the question, is it going to be worth it in the long run? Am I going to be happy with this 5-10 years down the long run? And if the answer is no, then you need to like really think of a different way to leave an impact on your viewers and on the content that you're bringing to the forefront, because regret is not it. Doing that is not it. Your dignity is something that you will always have if you cherish it and you respect it. But if you just say the hell with it and you stoop to the lowest levels where your dignity goes out the window, your morals go out the window, then that is a tough place to be. So I don't know. Y'all let me know about it. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we end this video, I want to say, give all praise to the Most High God and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you like videos like this, make sure you tune in. I'm gonna be dropping more videos all 2025, and y'all let me know what you want me to react to. We're gonna be reacting to many different things. So, with that being said, you didn't tuned in with another video with Turn Me Up Tony, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.